Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentlemen podcast for January 5th, Wednesday. I'm your host, Scott Labrie, and joined alongside me, Uncle T-Bag, Tyler Sunt.
Hello.
And all day, Eric the Shane.
Hello.
Kind of forgot how to do the intro.
It's been, a bit of a holiday,
so
and everyone freaks out. Like, oh my god! And it's weird to think, like, oh yeah, we're in January already. Oh my god, like it's going too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Too fast.
Too fast.
Mm-hmm.
How was your guys' holidays?
Good.
Short.
Cold,
Short, yeah.
but yeah,
Very short.
yeah. Fortunately, me and Scott had a nice little holiday. Tyler had to still have to work, unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got Christmas Day and Boxing Day off. That's it.
Well,
Then I got New Year's Day off.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was all right,
The
though.
way the cookie
That's okay.
crumbles, you know.
It's a
Where's
weird
she
year on the weekend like this, right? So it's like, well, let's power through. Like, fuck, I'll take the week off. And I guess I took the perfect week to have off because it was so cold that work was just busy as all hell and there were short staff. I'm like, oh well, that's sorry, that's a you problem. I'm on holiday, so
Yeah.
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 Fucking- Oh, that's cold. I'm sick of it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not a very joyous season to be doing shit on, like having even if we had a week off, I wouldn't be able to do anything anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The only nice day was probably this past Sunday when it was like minus 20
Yeah.
or minus 15, and it was like, oh, it's so nice out.
Right.
So nice. And then, now it's right back to minus 40 again, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
God, right back to
Plummets back down.
freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, this last Thursday or Friday, the boiler died in my place.
Ooh.
And that stopped at like around. Well, we've noticed that like it's like, hey, this is getting kind of cold in here, like around 10:30, 11 at night, and so we like tried calling the maintenance dude and that sort of thing, and he never picked up his phone or anything. So I had to call a friend to come over, take a look at it, and found out that they have to replace a gas valve, so it couldn't do anything that night, anyways.
Wow.
So we had some space heaters and stuff. But, yeah, the guy came over and he's been he got it working, but, the pipes upstairs, like, are frozen. So it wasn't getting any heat upstairs.
Ooh.
So what he did was, drill holes. This is hard to do. Drill holes in my ceiling. It's hard to point.
I could see a few of them, yeah.
Yeah, there's a few holes. What the hell is that all about?
So-
To ventilate the heat.
To get some heat in.
To get the heat on the pipes that are above my ceiling. So, yeah. So I got a bunch of holes in my ceiling throughout the place.
Wow.
I have 3 in my bedroom, 1 in my kitchen, and 1 in my living room.
Wow.
Yep.
Lovely.
And, yeah. So what happens when you have a boiler from the 1950s? So
Yeah.
And there I go.
And there,
Bye, guys.
Tyler goes.
There goes Tyler. Yeah.
Yeah, there.
Bye-bye.
And look, he's back with this wonderful picture.
Yep.
There I am.
The joys of batteries. Anyways.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we are here for a certain reason. It's kind of like the 1-year anniversary of our thing. In the very first episode of our podcast,
Mm-hmm.
we did awards for the year 2020. And so we're keeping tradition and doing the second annual Esteemed Gentlemen Awards, a.k.a. the Gentys.
The Gentys.
The
That's a good one.
Gentys. Yeah.
I was
The
debating
Gentys.
calling them the Steamies, possibly. But that like sounds like poop, so I was like, maybe not.
It's not. Yeah, I mean, rewarding some mostly good things, so steamies wouldn't
Yeah.
really fit too well,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going with the Gentys. And,
The Gentys. Yeah.
And basically, the way is Tyler back?
I'm trying.
He's
Trying again.
Okay, we're gonna. Here, he's back. Okay.
And now it says full power. Sorry. I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do best game of the year, movie of the year, show of the year, most disappointing. That's just blanket. It could be a game, movie,
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
And Leave It in 2021 award, aka Worst Trend of 2021.
Mhm.
And the way it works is we're all just gonna pick one winner for each of us, essentially. So there could be possibly 3 winners per category if we all differ. And we'll give some honorable mentions and stuff like that as well.
Right.
So Tyler, start it off. What is your movie of the year?
I think it's honestly a given. It's a no-brainer. A no-brainer.
No brainer.
In every tier of the universe, it's going to be the same movie. No matter what multiverse you're in, it's going to be Spider-Man. No Way Home.
No Way Home, man.
I've never felt every single fiber of emotion watching a movie before like that. It was very good. It's the best one of the year. Perhaps the past 2 or 3 years.
It's up there.
It's up there.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Definitely up there. It's way up there, yeah.
I came down off my high a little bit, like, because I was like, "Is this just as good as Endgame?" And like now I realize, like, nah, Endgame's still better. than this.
Endgame is still better. But yeah.
But
this is still
it's
it was
still
like
fantastic.
but that's like comparing like, like a 95 and 98. Like come on, like that's still fucking amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, same. My movie of the year is Spider-Man. No Way Home.
Same. Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I had in my head close second was the Suicide Squad, but that was good, but the Spider-Man was that was just so much better. I really enjoyed the Suicide Squad a lot.
Oh
And
yeah. It was a good time for sure.
Yeah. That was a good, funny and all around
Good old romp.
Yeah. and what you expect to see from that cast and that like group of people in making the kind of movie, right? It was awesome. Perfect.
Yeah.
But still No Way Home was by far like
Mm-hmm.
the fish out of water, the best movie of the year, hands down. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Some other honorable mentions. I had Shang-Chi as one of mine, and Nightmare of the Wolf, the Witcher anime movie on Netflix.
That was very good. Yeah,
It was really good. Yeah.
very very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't know if you guys had the same thing of, it was like, what movies came out this year, like, kind of thing. Just
I did.
Just to, like, go
absolutely,
through
yeah.
honorable mentions. I'm like, oh yeah, it's this.
Yeah.
See, and that's what was tough for me because like the past 2 years feels like the same year. So it's like what all was like it's all kind of blended together. Because like I watched the Father this past weekend with Anthony Hopkins.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, did that movie come out last year or was it like this year? Because I know the awards was last year, wasn't it?
I think
for that one
nominated for this most recent Oscars. I thought. Right?
Yeah, and he ended up winning an Oscar for best performance, I think.
Yeah.
For that one, and I watched that one, and that one was really close for me. That one was You went from being really irritated and pissed off to like, Jesus Christ, I can't even freaking imagine going through that. And they made it seem like, because you're seeing everything from his perspective, so you're just as confused as he is. Like, what is happening? He's living the same day, but he's not. And he's getting people mixed up with other people. And you're like, okay, so who's the mate and who's the what happened to the? And I'm like, and he's trying to piece it all together. And he's like, I feel like I'm losing my mind and whatever. And I'm just like, oh my God. And then it finally like clarity hits at the end. Oh God, the end scene, freaking like 10 minutes. Carly and I were just like, couldn't even look at each other. We were just like breaking down. It was so sad.
Wow.
It was so good. And the whole movie took place in his apartment, or at least all 15 versions of what he remembers of his apartment. It's like, you got to watch it, man. I want to watch it again just because,
I never
there's a lot of
heard
detail.
Of the movie before. Never heard of it before.
There's not a lot of marketing for it. But it's based on a stage play, I guess. Like it's a pretty common one. So that's you can tell because it was just a tour de force. Like it's just him. Like
if it's making sense saying it's all in one place, then that'd make sense why it'd be a stage play at first because
it's based
all
on
from
one
the theater spot, right? Yeah, that makes sense that
like
way.
A Broadway fucking like it's a big deal, man. It was really good. Everybody that was in it was incredible. But he was fucking wicked. Yeah, that was really good. That was really close for me. I was gonna say that was the best one, but I felt just sad in that one.
Just sad.
I didn't feel sad, happy,
just
excited, laughing,
sad.
like in Spider-Man. But that one, I was just straight up sad. the whole time.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I highly recommend that one. It's very short. It's like an hour and a half and just,
Mhm.
yeah, very good.
Mm-hmm. When I was doing this
Yeah.
category, I felt like I missed a lot of movies this year. Like Dune was a big one.
Yeah,
I
but
haven't seen it,
Suicide
though.
Squad
mhm.
either. So like I was like,
Yeah.
probably should have watched these before the end of the year. But oh
Mhm.
well.
Yeah. Yeah. We were going to try and watch that over the weekend and we're trying to find a streaming service.
Mhm.
But it was all rent. And I'm like,
Yeah, it won't be out yet. I don't think. They're probably later on the end of the month, maybe. But
I think
yeah,
you can like buy it
you
now,
can. Yeah,
but
it's
it's
on
like
digital, but not too.
$25 or $30 or something like
Mhm.
that. But
I mean, I
as
like the
good as I'm
story of
sure it
it,
is,
but I'll
but
still wait. I can wait till that comes
yeah,
out because yeah, it's still Dune.
exactly.
It's still the same book. It's still the same adaptation I've heard 20 times over. So not like nothing new. So yeah, yeah.
Right.
Right.
Well.
But even too, this year was very much like, oh well, this is just like movies that are supposed to be out last year coming out this year too, right? Like
Yeah.
there was a lot of that
Yeah.
too. So I wasn't like too excited for movies this year because like Free Guy was one on there too, but that was supposed to come out in 2020. Like the Black Widow one, same thing. Like all these movies,
Right.
it's all 2020 movies being watched this year.
No.
It's like, oh well,
Yeah.
nothing really new or exciting that came out this year, just postponed from last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it was weird. It was a weird year for movies, I thought. Yeah.
Twas.
Mhm.
Was.
Well, let's move on to game of the year. How about? What do you
Mhm.
say, Eric? What was your game of the year?
And I think for us too, it was all the same one again. For me as well, was Back for Blood.
Back for Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, again too, this year I'm still never been one to really go for the new game right off the hop, like the new
Yeah.
Battlefield, new Call of Duty, all these ones. I never ever nowadays I never buy day one, so I'm always playing older games. And to play a new game like within this year for me is a bit of a stretch. But
Yeah.
Back for Blood was one like we got into right away, and we all
And it
fell in
was
love with it right
perfectly
away.
polished.
It was
It was
awesome. Yeah.
excellent.
I
Excellent.
do regret that now is I don't think there's anything new from it since October since it came out. I think it's still the same map, same
Yeah.
characters. It's pretty stagnant right now, which sucks because the mechanics of it, the gameplay, it's a fun loop, but there's just not enough to keep
Yeah.
base going still. So that will be saying it again next year, but I think for 2021 it was still a good game to play, a good new game to play this year for us for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And one where we can all play together too was a good
Yep.
game for that.
Yeah.
And we're all playing together, just having a good
Mhm.
time.
Mhm.
Yep. That was awesome.
Mhm.
That was really good. Yeah, I think it's gonna be more like Vermintide, right? Just like every 6 months there'll be a little DLC, a couple new
Even
maps.
then, even now
maybe.
we're going on 6 months
Like-
right away too. But there's not even like a whiff or a fart of like what's in the pipeline from these guys. Like I don't know if it's just
Yeah.
like took the money and run, or they had something else planned out now, or what. But
Yeah.
Right.
I think like even when they're out in launch, you have like trailers for this is coming in for next update for the 1.5 or 2.0 update, but nothing gets though. So
Yeah.
I was like, well,
I guess
the
if you
hell?
think about it though, it is pretty much a completed game though.
It
Like you play
is.
it through, it's got all the
Mhm.
levels, you got all your stuff you can unlock, all your achievements, you get all the different characters you can play as. Not that there's a lot of difference playing different characters.
Still, but like I had a hard time still even finding like replay value with that game still. It's like, oh cool, that was fun to play. We put it all the way through it. That last fight was like pain in the ass, but we got it through finally. But now what? Like, I can unlock skins. I can unlock more cards. Well, that's changing my gameplay a little bit. But where's my?
Yeah.
Not like I'm trying to think of another game we always play, like Vermintide, where it's like, oh yeah, there's a new character, but there's like so many other game modes. There's so many other things to try and play. But like where's a one-player horde mode? Where's a shooting range? Where's a testing range that you can have fun with? Right? But no,
Right.
I mean, that's just hopefully something they can keep making more of down the line eventually. But
Yeah. I think too, like also Back for Blood, like I don't know, like earning new cards is okay, but like the cosmetics I think is the bigger part of it. And
Yeah.
it's so slow to get like
It
the
is.
cosmetics. And it's like, all right, you got brown pants for this character you never play. It's like, like
yeah, woohoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Like, oh, cool. I like this. If there was more customization and more like stuff to unlock for the characters you like, then hell yeah. But like, you look at the screens. Oh, there's three costumes for this one character. Oh, great, and they're all the same costume, just different shades. Like, that's like the easiest shit you put out on a beta, not in a fucking release. But whatever. Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
I think like I could maybe learn a thing or two from like how Call of Duty does like their camos and stuff like that.
Or even
Where it's
Overwatch.
like, or like just challenges with that weapon to like
Mm-hmm.
to kill this many
Mhm.
infected, this type infected or whatever to unlock it, and then you could like also do like diamond camos or something where it's like complete all the challenges for
Prestige
that
camos.
specific
Yeah.
group of weaponry and stuff,
Yeah.
Right.
just to keep people coming back for it. Because I'm only like, that's the thing. It's like, that's a fun game, but it's like the same thing with what is it, World War Z, where it's just like, I played it all through all the levels, and I mean, like same thing with Left 4 Dead 2. I had that issue as well, where it's just like,
It did.
how many
Yeah,
times
but
can you play through the same level? Like,
But read comments online. Left 4 Dead 2 still was just I don't know if I never did play it. I think you guys did. I never did myself.
Oh yeah.
It had a much bigger like I don't know if it's just the game at the time of the year or whatever time it came out or what, but like like people have spent like 6,000 hours on that game. Like played it nonstop. This is before live streaming, even before that was a thing. Just played it all the time, and even still, it still feels like the same kind of game as Back 4 Blood. But if that's all that was, how did you play it for that long and still not find it boring? Like that's what blows my mind with that.
There was also like you could do custom levels with like Steam and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Workshop.
Yeah.
I mean that wasn't added till later, but like also it was like that's just what the gaming landscape was back then. Like live games weren't really that big of a thing as they are now, where it's just like constantly new updates and that sort of thing, right? So
Yeah, and I don't think there was a lot of games that were like that in that genre either, right? Like,
No.
whereas now we got Back 4 Blood, it's like how many other games are like it out there?
That's true.
Really?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably.
Say Back 4 Blood sucks. It loses. No.
You know what?
Yeah.
Fuck Back 4
Fuck
Blood.
Back 4 Blood. But no, we beef on it because we love it. It was a good game. I did enjoy it quite a bit.
We played it from start to finish. We had a blast doing it. Like some of the levels are super creative and super fun, and characters were hilarious, and and just the polish on it too. Like there's just like hardly any like very minor little glitches here and there, but I mean,
but what game doesn't have that nowadays, anyways, right?
Right.
So that's something new.
Yeah. Maybe one day we'll get past recruit difficulty.
Right. Any honorable mentions? I was going to pick this as my game of the year, but I thought it'd be cheap, and that was Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I'm like, well, that's just 3 old games.
Exactly.
So,
right.
I can't win, but
it's like picking the GTA collection. Like, come on, man. That's 3 GTA games.
But still, if you haven't played these fucking games, they're amazing. It's coming to Game Pass on Thursday now, so you have like no
excuse. Me off.
Yeah.
Bought it full price how many months ago? Still no other money. Oh, I'll download it one day. It's like 100 and some gigs, and now it's free. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
And Halo Infinite. That was another.
That was my other one. I was picking 2, but I enjoyed it, but not as much as Left 4 Dead 2 because I think if there was open co-op in the campaign, it would have been by far the game of the year, hands down. Because the fact all 4 of us could have hopped into the Warthog and just fucked around and just shoot. Oh, it'd been awesome,
cool,
right?
Yeah.
But it's still fun. But the multiplayer was I still have a hard time with the multiplayer.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. It's still
only because it's free. It's okay. It's not complete shit because it's free.
And the store is very much still not pay to win, but like it's still overpriced cosmetics, and it's all big cash grab. I was like, it's just they're open to the market is what's going on right now. But the campaign was still really fun. But to have it where all of us at once, it would be even better, and that'd be by far the best.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't play anything else that came out this year. I don't think. I guess Age of Empires 4. I played. That's awesome. But I beat Resident Evil Village. I played that. That was a lot of fun. But that came out 2-3 years ago now.
Right?
Was
it
years?
Was this year?
Was it this year?
It was this spring. Yeah.
Or was it last year?
No, it was like April or March. I want to say.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Resident Evil Village.
That's your winner. There you go.
That's
my not my number one because I had more fun playing Back 4 Blood with you guys. But if it was like a solo playthrough, then Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil Village was good.
May 7th, 2021.
Yeah.
Damn. See, like my years are all fucked up here.
It's I know. Yeah.
Stuck in the wrong dimension. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Unanimous winner again.
Yep.
Back 4 Blood. This next category, I think we got.
I think we have to, because I did some of us haven't seen these ones, but yeah.
So show of the year, and I had my winner right away, and I was like, oh, what's some honorable mentions? I was thinking of I had a couple like on my head. I was like, man, there's no shows that came out this year. And then I Googled it and I was like, actually, there's a fuck ton of shows that came out.
All the Marvel shows came out this year.
Yeah,
Man. Like,
exactly.
What are you talking
Like,
about?
It did,
Yeah.
right?
Like,
Yep.
yeah. So
Wanda came out this time of year, and then
Wanda.
it ended. Yeah, what? 3
WandaVision,
years ago with
Loki.
Loki. Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
literally 4 Marvel series came out.
came out last year.
Shit, was that Winter Soldier 2 came out this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta
There
watch
was there was out of the 52 weeks last year, there was only 2 weeks without a Marvel release of all last year. Yeah.
Pretty nuts.
Yep. And now this year's like hardly thing in the pipe. Nothing in the pipe right now.
Right.
Right. Well, Boba Fett is in right now.
Yeah, but that's technically Star Wars, not Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, you
Yeah,
said
Maybe
that.
they're alternating. They have like a Star Wars year.
Oh.
Marvel year, Star Wars year. Marvel year.
Damn. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But my show of the year, The Witcher season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Close, very close second was Cobra Kai because they released 2 seasons of Cobra Kai in the year 2021. The season 3 came out January 1st, 2021. Season 4 came out December 31st. Literally the first
Wow.
and last day of the year.
2 in 1 year. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But The Witcher 2, or Witcher season 2. I finished watching that and I was like, this is the best show on TV right now. It's so fucking good. So
it was very good. It was very, very, very good.
Mhm.
The first episode was fucking fire, man.
dude. Yeah.
I've only watched the first episode
yeah.
so far. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, it's
Ooh.
good. But
was
I know
so good.
for myself, I wanted to wait till I wrap Witcher 3 before I watch the series. Now I'm done it finally. Finally wrapped the Witcher 3, so now I want to get into it for it because I didn't quite get the world yet. I still like what's Nilfgaard, what's who are these characters, what's going on, why is series so important, but now I finally get it, so I'm like, okay,
I find it's a lot easier to follow if you know who's who, what state they're in, like Novigrad. Well, where the fuck's that? Well, that's
Who was this? What's this?
or that's in Temeria, or you know, like all that stuff. So you kind of know like the continent from playing the game, but anybody else would probably be like,
it's just overload, right? That's what I was
these are
afraid
cool
of.
names for places, but
Yeah.
we just want to see
how it
Geralt fuck
was-
shit up.
Yeah, that's how it was for Game of Thrones when it first came out. It was lots of overload at once. Like, okay, what's going on? So
Yeah.
So this time I wanted to go in prepared to know like, what to look for and what to expect and what's going on. So yeah, so now I'm finally wrapped Witcher 3, so I want to get it done here this year. So
Yeah, Witcher was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
But number 1 was Arcane. I had to do a lot of thinking. It was really close for me. I just enjoyed every second of Arcane. I just thought because visually it was so good and it was just chill and it was just like watching a feature film every episode for me. I thought it's really good. Really good.
There you go. Very good.
But then Witcher season 2 was like just right. Just hold on to the tail right there. It's like, yeah.
What about you?
Very
Rick?
good.
What was your
I am with Tyler. I liked Arcane. That was probably my show of the year. Yeah, I wanted to be a Marvel show, but no Marvel show really this year really grabbed me as much as Arcane did.
Loki was like
I binged all 12 like
easy.
that night. Like I never ever like really binge shows like that all the time. And a runner up for me too was probably Inside Job on Netflix. I binged that one too as well, and I love it. It's very hilarious. But I definitely enjoyed Arcane quite a bit, and and I really wanted a Disney show, but Loki was good. Winter Soldier I really liked, but I guess like the fan base for that one is people don't like that one as much as I do, I guess. And I didn't like WandaVision too much. I
really liked WandaVision and Loki. Both of them were just kind of like because they were quirky and they're kind of different and I don't know.
full of mystery?
But yeah, no. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the fourth one I'm missing?
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye,
Yeah. Hawkeye's. I haven't finished watching Hawkeye.
I haven't even started it yet. I just have no interest in Hawkeye. He's just the guy at the bow. I don't care.
You guys, like, you don't know the twist that happens?
No, not yet.
No.
But I've watched
something that has to do with another show.
2 more left.
Yes.
Yeah.
A villain from an old show. I knew that. Yeah, I saw Facebook ruined it for me.
Yeah, same.
Which actually made me actually want to watch it now. That's what actually. Like, I should probably watch this now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to anyway because it ties in eventually. But yeah.
My other honorable mention for show year was Invincible, because Invincible was fucking rad.
That came out
Radical.
when did that come out? January? No, January last year, right? Or was it this summer? Forget when that came out.
Invincible.
That's a good question. I really don't know.
I mean, last year was such a freaking blur. It went by so fast. I can't forget when what came out
End of
when.
March.
March. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah. Okay.
we watched it over the springtime. Yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah, it was a good one where we all just kind of
Mhm.
got together every week to watch it. And
What about Squid Game?
that
was
it
good.
It was
That was
fun.
good.
It was fun, but
It was a good show. Yeah.
doesn't make my top
That's-
3.
No, me too. Yeah, it was. It was good though. It was
And
good.
same with all the Marvel ones, like WandaVision, Loki. Those are all up there. But
But none quite got you like Witcher.
One I had on my list. I wasn't top, but I liked the idea of it. Was Star Wars Visions, because I liked the concept of just more Star Wars that's not Skywalker.
Yeah,
and like we're getting there finally with the Mandalorian and Boba Fett, but like just more Star Wars stories. As someone who grew up reading the comics of all the different extended universe stuff, like I want to see more of that. Right? There's more than just the small group of people. Instead, there's a whole fucking galaxy to explore and different things, and seeing more of like just odd stories and weird little tales like that was really cool to see. And some not canon, that doesn't matter. I think it was just a fun watch, regardless. So,
Yeah.
cool.
Mhm.
Well, moving on to our 4th category. We had enough praising stuff.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what was the most
Say.
disappointing thing of 2021 for you, Tyler.
For me, so I'm a very big Neil Blomkamp fan
Mhm.
because I loved his District 9 movie.
Mhm.
I was a huge fan. And then Elysium came out. I'm like, oh, Matt Damon in space with the cool effects.
Matt
Like
Damon.
District 9. I'm like, damn, this director's really good. And Chappie, I even had a good time watching Chappie in the theater, even though that movie has very mixed reviews. I liked Chappie a lot. And Hugh Jackman with the mullet and being the bad guy, I thought that was fucking cool. And then his Oat Studios that he built there in Vancouver and started making those little skits, and he's just a really just such a visionary director, and he has a very distinct look, very realistic look on everything. Super sci-fi, and I was excited for his alien idea. It's so much anticipation. It's like, okay, well, he's not really coming out with anything. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Then it's like, oh, he's writing and directing a new horror film about virtual reality suspension of your consciousness into like a virtual reality thing where you can go in and check people's memories. But like this person that's suspended in this place is possessed by a demon. So I'm like, oh, that's fucking creepy. Like, could you imagine like going into somebody and they're possessed, and what the fuck can happen from that? And end up being one of the most boring, stupidest, least exciting, poorly acted. Like, I don't even know if there even was a script or nothing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it was like the trailer looked good. I'm like, but you're writing and directing it, and he's writing it with like his brother or something too. I'm like, man, they got like complete creative freedom. And I'm like, it's true. Maybe some people should just pick up a script and direct it and not write, produce, direct. And I'm like, oh.
Or have to be reined in a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Right. Or have somebody be like, that's a good concept, but let's take the stupidity out of it. And put something people would be interested in seeing happen in this. And everything that would have been interesting.
Person look at it. Look at the script.
Yeah. Exactly. Right. Exactly. And everything that would have been good in it, the camera did not show any of it happen. You were always there just a minute after everything happened. I fucking hate that. That is such a cop-out. That is such a cheap way to do shit. Fuck you, Neil Blomkamp. Fuck you. And then I think the budget was like next to nothing. And he just wanted to make a film. And like there were a couple of scenes that were kind of cool. But like there's characters in there like I don't even know why there are characters in here. They have no significant value whatsoever to this. And then I started reanalyzing my life and my book, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm starting to see all my mistakes I've made. Like all this didn't have to happen. But yeah, I was very disappointed. I was really looking forward to a good horror film, because if anybody's listening has seen the Oat Studio stuff, like Zygote was my favorite, and it's like about this abomination alien thing with like hands and limbs and stuff, and it's like really creepy, eerie, grotesque shit, and I'm like, that's what I was expecting from this. And it was rated R, but it was just awful, boring snooze fest.
Terrible.
And terrible acting. Terrible fucking acting.
Damn.
Terrible.
What about you, Eric? What was your
On the subject of directors having too much creative control, Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead was my most disappointing movie of the year. Sorry, Tyler. I know you love that movie, but
You said you
I
like.
just-
Now you're changing.
I
your
know.
tune
I
here,
know.
so-
I never said I liked it.
I'm just
When the
kidding.
fuck did I say I liked it? No, that was when the trailer first dropped. I was hyped for it because I'm like, this concept is amazing. Having a heist in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, it could be so much fun. And it was so boring and so bleak for no reason, just for the fact that it could be. It was. I was so disappointed by it. I was not impressed.
It was a pretty big turd.
Yeah. There. Sorry, buddy. But to be fair, like that is after watching Snyder's cut of his new Justice League, I'm like, I get his idea, but I just think like this could have been a fucking awesome movie and just made it so bad, so dramatic, and so it wasn't fun. The movie just wasn't fun. Yeah.
Maybe if they like cut out like half the characters or something like
Yeah.
that and spend some time with them. I
Spend
don't
some
know.
time with it. Give me a reason why I should give a shit. But yeah, now let's have this weird focal lens in every single shot, and nothing's ever in focus and nothing's ever steady. Cool. That's awesome, Zach. You keep going, bud.
Is he making a sequel to that? I thought he was.
They made a prequel
He
to
wants
it.
to. Yeah, he wants to.
They made. I didn't
He
see
had
the
nothing to
prequel
do
yet.
with. He had nothing to do with the prequel. The guy
Oh,
that
okay.
played the safecracker
The
German guy.
safecracker German guy.
He's the
yeah.
one that actually directed and starred in.
Oh, really? Oh.
And apparently
Oh.
it's like okay, like it's
Mhm.
not bad.
Mhm.
But like it's set in the same universe. I'm like, why? Why would they even do that?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
it doesn't make any. Nothing makes any fucking sense with this. Like I love the movie. I love the movie. It had enough action, and it was stupid. It was just he just had to pick a tone and stick with it. He had funny parts. He had serious parts. He had gory, scary parts. It's just like, hey,
Yeah.
we'll pick one,
Pick one.
or like blend that all into one mood, like you did with Dawn of the Dead. But then you had James Gunn writing the script for it, so that's why it had consistency.
Yes.
And not just oh, let's just put this in here, put this in here. Like whatever. I had no issue with it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Had lots of action. Had lots of the good actors in there.
I think
Bautista.
that's
not
like-
Bautista, but
Yeah, I think that was exactly it. Like it was just weird two tones. Like everything else was like so goofy, but then there's like, Bautista and his daughter. Shrek.
That whole complex for some reason. Like, okay, let's throw that in there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then the
Sure,
zombie
sure.
alien baby for some reason. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
And then the king of the zombies, and yet there's let's contain this virus. Oh no, we have this one person that goes in and out all the time. That seems smart. Okay, sure, let's believe that.
well,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deny that I rolled my eyes a couple of times. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
if we offer a sacrifice, they'll leave us alone. I'm like,
Oh,
Oh,
What?
Oh,
what happened?
you might want to leave the call and just come back in. Yeah, you went to the Matrix.
you went.
I went to did I?
You did, yeah.
Oh my god!
No, you're cutting out bad, bud.
Am I still
Whoa.
in Matrix?
Yeah.
Yeah, just leave.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
you go. Just get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's
better.
Better, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you
Mhm.
go.
Anywho, Scott.
My most disappointing thing. I almost picked Arcane, but I knew you guys were gonna pick for that show
Nah.
of the year, and I'm
Speak
not
your
gonna
mind,
have
bro.
that argument again. But also, it was like it's not that bad. I thought it was just all right. But my most disappointing thing was Battlefield 2042. Because we were so hyped to be playing that. We played a lot of Battlefield 4 in anticipation for it. And the trailers looked all awesome. There's tornadoes and shit and sandstorms, and it's awesome. And it's just super buggy, and they still haven't fixed it. And it's just like
Surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
really
remember-
too bad.
I didn't think I played 4 at launch. I played 3 at launch. Because that was like a big shift. Because we went from Bad Company 2 to 3. And that was bad at launch. It was terrible. And it took a good 6 months before I finally got decent enough to play it on the ready. And I think it's probably the same way again with 4 and again with this one too now. So yeah,
So
too bad.
well, that was the big bummer of last year because I was like, I wanted to play this game really bad, but
That would have been our game, man. It would have
Yeah.
been for a while,
That'll be
probably.
the game of 2022. Let's watch that. So
Yeah.
hopefully by the time everything gets fixed, it's available on Game Pass and you don't have to buy it. That's my hope.
Boom. Problem solved.
Yep. Well, there we go. We have one more thing. The Leave It in 2021 award. Worst trend. We don't want it to continue. What'd you guys have for that? It's a bit of an interesting category.
yeah.
Yeah, it is. There's nothing really that really irked me very much. I mean, there's a lot of cancel culture and stuff going on, but I'm not gonna. It's like whatever. It's every year. There's something's getting canceled. Something's being offensive and whatever. But this video surfaced that I saw at work that apparently came out like New Year's Eve. Some kids from around here, actually from our local town, were saying some very racist, sick shit on social media, and it's starting to get a lot of buzz, and it's upset a considerable amount of people. And I thought we were kind of done with that a long time ago.
You'd think,
And
but
these kids, like, I'm sure, I'm not just defending them or anything, but I'm sure they just said it just because they thought it would be funny. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
but it shouldn't be fucking
no.
like.
Probably understand that it's not funny, but
Yeah, you should really.
At that age, yes, you should understand that. If you're old enough,
You would think, right?
You think, but no, it's a whole
It's not like
bee's nest of stuff we have to
back
talk about.
back in
yeah.
like when I was in high school, and I'm sure you guys the same thing in high school. It's like you could say gay and fag and like nobody batted an eye, but now it's like
Now
times
God.
have changed, and it's especially changed for racist stuff.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's and that's one thing too as well, because I hate to be that guy, but I know a few of them, and they are all underage, and they are drinking alcohol. Well, if you're consuming alcohol, that's a very adult thing. If you're gonna have that mindset, then you should have the mindset of what the fuck you're saying. And surprise, what happens if you say something stupid? Well, this is what happens. So
You're gonna get especially today's age and age.
Yep.
Get called out. And then I saw some of the comments, people were posting all the individuals' names in the comments, like who was there at that party and said some stuff and hashtagged them, and I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, it's way to start the new year, but kids, way to go.
it could be quite the student assembly when they come back in a week from now or whatever.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever have
one
anything like that happen to you when you're in school?
What I remember offhand.
The only things that we did that were really bad was we played Truth or Dare when our teacher forgot to come in. Our substitute teacher came into our class, and Eric might have heard a little bit.
I remember this now.
I think you told this story on the podcast. Yeah,
I think I did. Yeah. That was a big one. Like the whole school was like, "What the fuck happened at that Truth or Dare thing?" And I'm like,
that was a big one.
But what didn't happen? Let's start there. So there was that. I mean, there was nothing racist or super offensive. Like everyone's like, "I dare you to whatever," and then if you said like, "No, I don't want to," then it's like, "Okay, well, pussy, go to the next person," right? And then but that's about it.
Yeah, we had a Chinese math teacher. He was born in China, but he grew up in Edmonton. So, but one kid, apparently decided to spray paint the word "chink" on his house. And that guy was like my favorite teacher throughout high school. He like the one who taught me to play Magic Gathering. He like have a bunch of decks that like people could play at lunchtime. He'd play anime during lunchtime. He like set up the gaming like club and that sort of thing. Like he was
one of the coolest teachers,
fucking guy ever. And like as soon as we like heard that, it was like, well, like they got told to learn for the whole school. They're like kind of thing, and it was like, oh man, that was like a gut punch for like a lot of us. For like, fuck man, like why would you do that? Like
why?
Fuck this kid. Like fuck you, man.
Yeah, it's like fuck.
Yeah.
Brutal. Brutal.
And that poor guy. He's I can't even imagine. Yeah.
Fucking kids. Kids
are the worst, man.
Fucking children. Get rid of them.
Your parents should be ashamed. Fuck you, parents. No, I'm just kidding. Blame the parents. Yeah.
I didn't raise you like this.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
my worst
Please have-
trend, leave it in 2021,
Mhm.
which I assume probably won't be left in 2021, is WWE releasing a shit ton of wrestlers. They released like almost 100 people, I think, over this last year. And I'm sure there's going to be more next year.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
And it's like, it's the one thing, it's like, well, yeah, you like, I know some people's like, well, it's COVID times. They're not making money. But it's like, actually, they have this big Peacock streaming deal. They're making billions of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
Wrestlers themselves are underpaid as is compared to other sports athletes and stuff. So it's like, they could definitely not have to fire these people. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
No, I agree with you on that one for sure.
Yeah. What about you, Rick?
Mine was just dumb TikTok trends that keep going up and up, and I'm just sick of it. I still don't get TikTok. I don't watch it at all. I still don't do it, and yet everyone I know is on it, and I'm like, why? It's just stupid. I hear that computer. I hear that computer voice, that female computer voice. It's cringe right away. I'm like, no, hate that fucking voice.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. And then when this week here I was off, my nephew was over quite a bit at my mom and dad, so we played lots of games. And he would go on TikTok while we're waiting for something to load. And I'm watching it, and it's all like just clips from shows like from 20 years ago as like the TikTok video. Well, fuck, you're just watching like some stuff already on TV. What the hell? But it's because it's the 30-second punchline that gets the view. So you're just not watching the show, you're just watching the punchline and you keep going. I'm like, well, some creators just robbing from other people and putting it as their own. Like,
that's the thing. This is your nephew, you said?
Yeah, 14-year-old nephew.
That's what your nephew watches. So that's what TikTok continually serves him.
Yeah.
So like for me, it's usually like wipeout videos or like other like just funnier stuff, which like sometimes I'll share. Some Coney Island people calling
Byron.
Yeah, don't you be disrespecting me looking like the welfare Marlboro man or something. Hilarious.
Yeah,
but there is like a lot of like there's like podcast clips or
it's just so much like just robbed from elsewhere and posted on there. It's like, okay, like it's, but it's much. It was much like Vines back in the day, where it was like, just a little 8-second, 10-second clip, just the joke and move on stuff. But I don't know. It's just consumption, pointless consumption for so many, too much. I think I don't know. It's
now the most popular website on the whole planet.
Surpasses Google.
Crazy,
right?
Yeah.
The craziest thing for me to see is like it's at work. One of my coworkers' son is on there, and he does videos every day. He does little like, oh, check this out. I did this thing. It's like these kids are like everybody is displaying their personal lives.
Oh yeah.
On TikTok, like very young kids and like everybody's fucking doing it. Like I mean, sometimes Leia does something really, really funny and I'll put it on there. It's like, oh shit, I got like 900 likes for this. That's insane, man.
Yeah.
So I can see why people are drawn to it, but it's like
that's very dangerous.
It is. It totally is.
It really is. Yeah.
Right. So it's like
you're sharing personal life with random people. Yeah, I get that,
exactly.
but it's at what cost, right? So I don't know.
You go to a New Year's party and say something stupid. The whole world finds out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just a boomer, and I'm just too old for this shit now. Who knows?
There you go.
Yeah.
My honorable mention was NFTs. That's another thing.
Oh God, that's a good one.
Was NFTs,
Yeah. I do you think they're going to go down or they're going to go get bigger?
I'm sure they'll get bigger.
They'll get bigger. Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah. I still don't get it, and I don't know if I ever will, and I'll be on the out, and I won't be making money. So yeah.
I read a article today. So I think I shared it with you guys. This lady who's selling her farts in a jar for like 50,000 grand a week. Did I send you this article?
What?
Okay, this girl, she was on 90 Day Fiance, good looking lady, and
oh great.
And then she originally started an OnlyFans page, and then she went from that to farting in jars and selling those jars, and was making a lot of money. And but there's a lot of demand, so she like was eating a whole lot of eggs and like beans and like sometimes two or three protein shakes a day kind of thing, to keep up with demand. And an article came out today that's like she's retiring from selling her farts because she thought she was having a heart attack because I think she just had like really bad heartburn or something like that. And so I was reading this whole article, and I get towards the end, and I'll read the quote here if I can pull it up.
Oh my god!
What is with people?
Dude, I would sell my farts for 50 grand a week. Who wouldn't do that?
I'll sell them. Who the fuck's gonna buy it? Like, who buy the fact that who has that kind of disposable income?
Man. And then so this is how it ends. She says, even though I got backlash, I think it has opened a new door for me. I'm working on digital fart jar artwork at the moment, Maddo said. I think everything happens for a reason, and although my fart selling days are ending, I'm going to save the money I've made and put some into crypto. So I was like, fuck, she's making fart jar NFTs now.
Oh. God. Oh God.
World War III could not come fast enough.
Must be nice to be attractive, like.
I guess,
right?
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's depressing.
Good for you, lady. Good for you.
She made her 200 grand, so
Yeah, right. Like,
she sold 4 jars. Damn.
I think that's a solid win for her. Good for her.
No,
sure.
Somebody wants to sniff your farts and pay you fucking 50 grand for a jar of her smelly ass. Hey, good for you, man. Ain't nobody gonna smell my ass for 50 grand. I have to give it out for free. Fuck.
Well, let's wrap on that. Let's wrap.
On that note, let's wrap it up. Yep.
What are we gonna do Friday? We should probably do like some sort of 1-year celebration kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But of course, if you're listening on, nope,
that's not it.
If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. And if you're listening on a podcast service, subscribe to the feed, leave us a rating, and head over to our Facebook page, like the page, ask us a question, because this next Monday coming up, Ask Us Anything time. So
yes,
get your questions in.
Yeah, we missed it last Monday because we were still on a holiday. So
yeah, we were like, fuck it.
Yeah, it's
one more day.
It's still the New Year's. Yeah, we're still on a holiday. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll be back. We're back to regular programming now. So we'll be back here Friday. And yeah, adios. See you later.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.